Manga-Waido.
I'm Daiki Mizutani. I know it's sudden, but I'm not good with women. The reason is because, well, when I was in middle school, and I had an anime keychain on my bag,
Otaku! Gross!
they called me names. When I just glared at them because I couldn't say anything back,
What the hell is that look?
they got pissed at me. The next day, they wouldn't stop talking crap about me or knocking things off my desk on purpose. I hated middle school because of that. My high school was an all-boys school, and my college was also mostly men. I didn't have to deal with women, so it was peaceful. But when I became an adult, I had to talk to women. I worked in a factory near where I grew up, but as you could expect, there were a lot of women. At first, I was nervous. But I realized that at this age, most women don't mess with you for no reason like in school.
Mr. Mizutani, here are the documents for the meeting tomorrow.
Thank you! I appreciate it!
Don't mention it. Let me know if you need anything else.
At first, I was a little nervous, but I eventually got used to it and started talking to women normally. Kyoko, one of the co-workers that started working here at the same time as me, was beautiful and easy to talk to. It was probably so much fun to be able to date a girl like her. I had fantasized so often about dating her. But I know a guy like me would never be able to get with her. If it's going to be awkward because I ask her out and I get turned down, I should just keep it to myself. But then, one day... Oh, that's Polycua! I saw that the pen that she was using had a character I liked, and I talked to her.
Huh? You know about them?
Of course! I always watch it every Sunday morning.
Me too. I've always liked the series.
Me too! I thought she was beautiful and innocent, but apparently she liked anime and manga too. We started talking to each other more often. We went on lunch dates and spent more time with each other on days off. I wish this never ended. I really enjoy being around you. Can we hang out from now on too?
Does that mean you want to go out?
Yes! Yes, it does! Will you go out with me?
Of course, I'd love to.
Miss Kyoko accepted with a smile. I had made my first girlfriend. I couldn't count how many times I wasn't sure if I was dreaming. Luckily, I would never wake up from this dream. I was going to a cafe with Miss Kyoko that day, but it turns out, good things don't last. No!
Hey! Where the hell are you looking?
I was just standing around when someone ran into me. He started picking a fight with me. You hit me!
What? You trying to start a fight with me?
Not at all, but I don't want to be told that I started something when I didn't.
What is this nerd talking about? Just pay the money, apologize, and leave.
The woman he was with was also the worst. This is the best thing to do in situations like this. Excuse me! Someone please call the police! He's picking a fight with me! I yelled from the top of my lungs. They probably didn't expect such an introvert like me to scream for help. The stupid couple.
Piece of shit!
Whatever, let's go.
They left quickly. A few minutes later, Kyoko showed up. We had a fun day, but I was really hoping I never had to deal with that kind of couple again. Then, half a year later, she had asked me to meet her parents, and I went to her house when...
Hello, pleasure to meet you. I'm her younger sister, Tomoka.
You've got to be joking! That was the woman from that incident! I can't believe it's Kyoko's sister! But Tomoka hadn't realized that it was me.
You look pretty boring. What college did you go to?
She would talk to me like nothing happened. I didn't want to make a scene considering her parents were there, so I just pretended everything was normal. I figured that even if she became family after marriage, we wouldn't see her often. I didn't want to make any stress happen between the two sisters either. And it was as if she just wanted to squash my feelings.
Are you having fun with this boring guy, sis? Aren't you bored? Tomoka, enough! Daiki is a great man!
Yeah, Tomoka! Don't be rude the first time you meet him!
You go back to your room. I'm so sorry, Mr. Daiki.
It's okay. Luckily, everyone besides her had liked me, and I figured everything would be fine. I actually went back to her house to have dinner occasionally, and we would even go out to eat sometimes. I proposed to her, and she accepted. Then, just as I finished introducing Kyoko to my parents, and we were going to file the paperwork, this happened.
My father's going to be having his birthday. We're going to have a barbecue in his yard. Would you like to come?
Of course! I'd love to! However, there was some trouble at work on the day of the barbecue, and I had to swing by the office. Sorry, I'll head over as soon as everything is done.
Don't worry, he won't hold it against you.
If that was the case, I didn't want to skip out this important birthday right before we were going to get married. I had solved my troubles and went to our clients to deliver the product. I figured I would go to her house even in uniform to at least say hello. I won't make it in time if I go back to change. I'm sorry for the attire.
Oh, it's really okay. I'm glad you could make it. Come on, have a bite.
I go add some more meat. Sweetie, can you help me carry the food?
Of course.
After Kyoko went to help Mom, it was just me, Tomoka, and another man in the yard. It was that boyfriend who ran into me. His name was Genya, and he came closer to me with a shit-eating smirk on his face. He'd forgotten about me, just like Tomoka.
You had work today?
Yeah, there was some trouble, so I had to swing by.
That uniform, though.
Sorry, I had to swing by after work.
Your uniform is seriously pathetic. You work in a factory or something? What company do you work at?
He works at the same factory as Sis.
I haven't heard of it. I'm sure it's a crappy company.
It's a company that let his sis work for them. I'm sure it's not that great.
Man, if they get married, we're going to be brothers-in-law. Yuck.
Oh, come on. Even if it's true, introverts get hurt real quick. Don't be like that.
I don't want to be related to you either. Maybe I could have let it go if I had a little alcohol in me, but unfortunately, I drove here. I was pissed, so I shot back! I may be working at a factory, but it's not a small company.
Look at the introvert talking. Yuck.
How big is it then? If you can brag, brag, buddy.
Oh, that car you drive? It uses our parts. He looked pissed after I pointed at his parked car and started getting angry.
What? That's an expensive import that I got from my grandpa! I'm sure your crappy factory doesn't produce anything for it!
Yeah, don't be spewing bullshit.
It's not, bullshit. Look at this picture. This is when I went to that car's headquarters and we made a deal. The two slowly started changing their attitude when they saw the photo.
Where do you take this again?
In Germany, where this car was produced, right next to the headquarters.
This is photoshopped! It's fake! No way a guy like you could be making business deals with someone abroad!
Do you want to see my business card? I've made them in several different languages, so everyone can read them. I showed them my business card with various languages, and he just shut up real quick. Tomoka actually started talking more.
Wow, so you earn a lot.
Probably quite a bit more than most people my age.
That's so nice. Marry me instead of my sister then.
What? What are you talking about?
Shut up! You shut your face!
Just as they started heating up, Kyoko and the parents came back. It was perfect timing, so I said out loud, "Marry Tomoka? Yeah, I could never."
Why? I'm prettier than her.
You run into me in the road and blackmail me for money. I would never marry such a corrupt, dirty woman. At first they had no idea what I was talking about, but eventually... Remember a year ago? You ran into me at the station. They figured it out.
That was you?
Damn it! You pissed me off so much! You owe me money from that!
Afterwards, they figured out who was standing behind them and froze in place.
What is going on? Starting fights? Threatening for money?
They were fumbling for words, so I explained everything that happened to him. And he was furious.
What are you doing? You're blackmailing people now!
No, Dad, it was Genya.
What? You said that loser over there would cough up money, so go do it!
Don't say that! Dad, please forgive me.
No! I'm tired of you two! You two can get married on your own!
But...
Then what about the house? What about the down payment? Of course I'm not going to help you! You better leave before I get even more angry!
I heard from Kyoko later on that they were chased out of their homes. Apparently, they did get married, but what was waiting for them was a crappy apartment instead of a nice newly built home.
They always fight, apparently. But Dad can't forgive Tomoka, so he won't let her back into the house. So she can't divorce him either.
Sorry that I caused this mess.
No, it's okay. She was always like that. She deserves to get punished a little bit. Dad and Mom are saying the same thing.
I guess so.
I'm sorry my sister was such a pain.
It's okay. It's in the past. Anyway, about our marriage.
You can call me Honey now. You realize that, right?
Okay then. Honey,
Yes?
let's have a great marriage together.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we got married. Tomoka never showed up, and she's basically cut ties with her family. No one knows where she is or what she's doing.
You don't have to tell her where you two live either.
So I didn't tell them. We didn't have to worry about them running into our house either, so it was all peaceful. I was seriously annoyed with how they picked fights with me, but because they showed their true selves, I was able to enjoy this wonderful, newlywed life. Maybe it was good that I lost myself that day. I hope I get to lead a wonderful life with Kyoko.